Good day everyone and welcome to Exile News, the weekly show that brings you all the important news and informations on Path of Exile. And the first news we got this week are some statistics on the Prophecy League, which has been going for a month, almost 2 months I guess. So the top 10 prophecies are Gilded Within, pretty common one, Hunter's Lesson again, Waiting in Ambush, those kind of prophecies that pretty much you get all of the time while trying to get actually cool prophecies. And then the top prophecies adjusted for rarity, there is Rebirth, Calandra's Craft, Erase from Memory. These are really even more common than the other one. You can see Gilded Within is pretty much in the same position. The most popular Fated Unique is From the Void, giving you Void Art, which is a very strong ring. And the most popular normal unique is Drillneck, no surprise there I guess. As far as how many prophecies have been completed in the past 18 days, 18 days is a lot of time Path of Exile wise. There have been over 13,000 Jeweler's Touch, only a bit over 100 Fated Connections, and just 10 Trash to Treasure, which, for those who don't know, Trash to Treasure is a prophecy that allows you to get a unique using a single chance orb from a normal item. It's pretty much an instant Skyforce or whatever you want, which will net you like 30 exalts or something. So you can see why there's so little of those in so much time. Also, what are people actually playing in these leagues? You can see 20% of the population is actually on standard, so it's not having all of the new stuff, and that's pretty incredible to me. Arcor, normal Arcor is pretty much dead, no news. Prophecy is, or Softcore Prophecy, is the most popular league with 65% of the population, and there's also a good part, which is almost 15%, in the Prophecy Arcor League. I am kind of surprised how many people actually play in standards. But anyway, the characters that were killed by some bosses, 70,000 players have been killed by Merciless Malachi, which is actually a lot stronger than it looks, and people, or at least new people, expect to kill him, going on, progressing with the story, while that's not what usually happens. As usual, when you get to Act 4, you just start farming, then you start mapping, and just only later you come back with to kill it. I mean, there's really no reason, just how there was no reason to kill Dominus in the past, except Dominus was used for MF farming. I doubt Malachi allows that because, yeah, you really risk of dying in there, so. And as far as the top skills go, there's Ancestral Warchief, which is kind of surprising to me. The others are just the usual very strong skills. Raising Zombie also is up there, so I guess there's a lot of summoners thanks to the new ascendancies. And also, I realized this might be a bit late since the meetup was actually today, I guess, or yesterday if you're watching from another time zone. But anyway, Chris and Jonathan were in San Francisco today, and for a press tour for the upcoming 2.4 expansion, which hopefully we will get more info soon, I guess. 2 weeks, starting 2 weeks from the end of this league, we will start getting all the news, and 1 week before we'll probably get everything. But yeah, there was this meetup in San Francisco, so if you actually saw this news earlier and got a chance to go there, you were really lucky. Congrats to you. You might have had a chance at winning or at getting one of those stones, which some of the streamers, the popular streamers and YouTubers like ZiggyD or ItzyOG got. And it's kind of a sneak peek to what's coming. For now, we are just thinking it's a new system for mapping, something like that, at least a new graphic for the maps, because there's white, yellow and reds, but we'll have to see. Also, there's been the frame optimization beta test going on. If you wanted to try, you just have to add experimental frame optimization to the Path of Exile command line. If you don't know how to do it, there was a Mathil video explaining it. It's really easy just once you see someone do it, so not much of a problem there. And if you have any problem with this, or if it's going better, be sure to report it to GGG, which is actually working on improving the frame rate and everything behind it. So talking about that, we got the first results about this kind of preliminary performance improvement I've been doing. And as you can see, or as I'll tell you, because there's a lot of numbers here, but pretty much all across the boards, users using this new setup are registered a better increase in their FPS, which is absolutely great. This is only except for 4% of the user base who have 2 hardware threads, and those users actually reported a reduction in their FPS. So if you are using 2 hardware threads in your CPU, well, I guess this is not gonna go well for now, so you just don't use it yet. I'm sure GGG is going to fix it, or just fix this particular thing for when they'll roll officially out these changes, which is going to be with the next 2.4 update, which is coming pretty damn soon. And also, talking about the 2.4 update, we got some sneak peeks at some upcoming uniques. For example, Praxis, it's a power ring, so it has mana, it has more mana, flat mana, regen, and reduction in mana cost of skills, which is pretty good, especially if you got very fast skills like Incinerate. Also, 8% of damage taken gained as mana when hit. So if you are using Mind Over Matter, this might actually help you a bit. I don't know, I never actually used that stat, but it looks cool, so I'm sure someone can actually do something very great with it. There's also Valerium, which is a Moonstone ring, a lot of flat ES, plus fire resistance, minus 40 cold resistance, which is a lot of cold resistance you lose. However, stun threshold is based on energy shield instead of life, and given the fact that energy shield builds usually reach over 10k energy shield, you're basically never gonna get stunned. So it's kind of an alternative to Skyforce. It's probably just a better alternative, I don't know. Minus 40 cold resistance doesn't seem much of a downside. We'll have to see how rare this ring is. But yeah, pretty damn good. Also, Condo's Pride, it's a sword. It has decent DPS, I guess. And to use it well, you kind of need to strike a balance between critical strike and non-critical strike. Because when you're not critically striking, you have a physical attack damage leached as life. However, if you crit, you cannot leech, but you have a 30% chance to blind enemies, and you cause bleeding when you melee critically strike. So it's kind of a dual thing. You have to crit to bleed the enemies, possibly blind them, and then if you don't crit, you can actually leech. It feels more like a crit sword, but the crit base is not really high, so we'll have to see. Maybe it works on an offhand, I don't know, maybe it works with Romira's, the Romira's ring, but I don't know, someone, again, will definitely make a good use of it. And lastly, we got this pretty nice concept of a new unique that's coming. I don't know, might actually be a full set, might actually be a cache set, MTX, I don't know, but it looks pretty cool, even though the feet are looking really small on this view. But anyway, that was all for this week. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment down below. Also, if you want to remain updated every week, be sure to subscribe to my channel. So that was all, I've been your host Giorgio, and I'll see you guys the next time.